Hi guys, and now we're going to continue our talks on comparing three-digit numbers. I'm going to share my screen with you. Okay, it says read the problem, then you will complete two three-digit numbers. So let's read the problem. There is a contest at the school's fair. Students guess how many jelly beans are in the jar. Bart guesses 352, and Diego guesses 328. Which guess is the which guess is the lesser number? Okay? So let's picture it. Down here it has picture it. So down here we see the 352 and the 328. So these are the base 10 blocks. And right now we see the hundreds blocks. This is a hundreds block. So we have 100, 200, 300. So we have 300s. How many 10s do we have here? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And how many ones do we have here? We have 2 ones. Now let's look here. How many hundreds do we have? 1, 2, 3. We have 3 hundreds. How many 10s do we have here? We have 2 10s. How many ones do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So when we have these numbers, we have to look at what number is greater in the hundreds place first. Well, when we go to the hundreds place, they have both 300. So now we're going to have to move on to the next number. The next number is the tens place. We have a 5 in this tens place, but we have a 2 in this tens place. We know that 5 is bigger than 2. So this is the largest number. Let's move down here. You can write the number as hundreds, tens, and ones. That's what we just did. So we have 3 hundreds plus 5 tens plus 2 ones is going to equal 352. You want to check the math out? Let's do that. So we have 3 hundreds. We have 5 tens, which equals 50. Let's check. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And we have 2 ones. Why do I stack the numbers on top of each other when I add? Because I want to add the ones with the ones, the tens with the tens, and in this case, the hundreds with the hundreds. So here we have 0, 0, and 2. Here we have 0, 5, and 0. Here we have 3, 0, and 0. That's going to give us 352. Let's look at the other number. 300 plus 2 tens plus 8 ones. 3, 20, and 8. 8, 2, and 3. Let's use our alligator mouth. Our alligator wants to eat that big number, right? So 352 is greater than 328. Do we see that? So now we have some questions where we have to do a little bit of writing. Make sure when you write that, make sure that when we do this together, that you have a piece of paper out and you can write. Because when you have your independent practice, Ms. Clark will not be going over the answers with you. So you need to make sure that you have a good understanding now. You can always rewind the video and pause the video if you need to write. Look at the model on the previous page. Can you use the numbers in the hundreds place to decide which number is greater? Why or why not? So we're going to go back. And what do we see? We see 300s and 300s. Well, we can't use the numbers in the hundreds place because it's what? The same number. So you're going to put no. The hundreds are the same. Pause the video. Make sure you have a piece of paper so you can write it, and then go back to the slide and put the answer in. Now compare the tens. Which number has more? So here we are at the tens place. We see that this 5 is bigger than 2. So the number 352 is bigger than 328. I don't know why I want to keep calling that number 2 somehow. So we're going to put 352 has 5 tens and 328 has 2 tens. So 352 has more tens than 328. So 352 has 5 tens and 328 has 2 tens. So 352 has more tens than 328. Pause the video. Make sure you have a piece of paper to write it down. And just like in the previous, on the previous page, we already said that the alligator is going to eat the bigger number. So as we can see, the alligator's mouth is faced this way. So we're going to put 352 right here and 328 right here. This reads 328 is less than 352. Okay, talk about it. Brad has 2 less than 8. So 352 is less than 328. Is this correct? Oh no, Bart. That is not correct, is it? Why is that incorrect? So we see the 2 and the 8 are in the what's place? They're in the ones place. We always have to go from the highest place value on down to the smallest. So just because the 2 is bigger than the 8, the 5 is bigger than the 2. And that's the next biggest place value that we have. So we're going to put no. The 2 and the 8 are in the ones place. You have to compare hundreds first and they are the same, so you compare the tens. Okay, pause the video, get out a piece of paper, and make sure you write this down so that you can put it correctly in the Nearpod. Make sure that it's neat and we can understand it. So now you're going to go on to the Nearpod slide, put all your answers in, and another thing that you're going to do is do the try it. The try it you're going to do on your own. I'm going to read the question for you. Write a number sentence to compare 761 and 716. Explain why the number sentence is true. So the number sentence could be one number is greater than, less than, or equal to the other number. And then you have to say why you picked that number was greater than, equal to, or less than the other number with a complete sentence. Okay, so you're going to make sure you're using these symbols. And once you say which one is which, you're going to write out a sentence that explains why you chose that. Okay? All right, guys, good luck. I know you can do it.